Oh, check it out.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So we're Hoarders and we're here with.
Oh, Job of the Huts. Sorry,
Okay, so now to set it off, we wanted to firstly ask you what are the goals and maybe objective that you've planned for the new season on a whole.
so for the new season, one of the biggest things that we wanted to do is be able to cycle onto the backdrop as quickly as possible. And so the entire design of a robot is to be able to get from the backdrop to this to the stacks as quickly as possible so that we can reduce those cycle times.
Yeah, that's a great thing to achieve.
So, can you describe your team's process for brainstorming and iterating on ideas?
So generally, when we start brainstorming for a new part, the first thing that we do is we kind of talk about it. We kind of brainstorm ideas. Like we just kind of have a process of like, oh, we're drawing on the whiteboard and things like that. And then once we have an idea for what the part's gonna look like, we CAD it on Fusion 360, and we make sure that it works within our robot. And then once we've like tested it and made sure everything's gonna work, then we either 3D print it, CNC, or use like traditional go builder parts to be able to create it and then test it on a robot. Usually, especially this season, we've had access to a laser cutter. So for most of our initial prototypes, we'll make it out of wood and test it based on that. So our entire first chassis was made out of wood. And then once we're sure the part works, we move on to either like metal or 3D printing filament, and then that's what goes on our actual robot.
That's a really interesting.
Tactic
approach.
Yeah,
Or
really good approach.
so on to the next question.
So this is more organizational maybe for me because I'm part of the PR team. But I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you guys, how do you approach failures or setbacks in your projects?
So one of the biggest things for us is that like when we have a failure, we like for obviously first analyze like what went wrong, like what exactly did we fail on, and then again similar to like how we design a part, we like brainstorm to figure out how we're gonna fix it. So it's more of like a team thing where we're like discuss how to fix it, and then once we have kind of where we're gonna go with it, we just move in that direction pretty much.
Yeah, people have really different approaches to doing this, actually beating the challenges, and we also started this year to have a better approach at this thing.
So on to the next question. We know that in Fred Frenzy, your team won worlds, being allied with the team from Romania.
Yeah.
So we wanted to ask you, what impact did winning worlds had on our team, and how was the feeling?
So first of all, the feeling I think obviously it was like really exciting at the time. And even now, like when I think about it, it was like a really exciting experience. But for the team itself, I think it gave us a lot more recognition globally, which has allowed us to do a lot more outreaches, like more global. So it's allowed us to like kind of almost expand our scale of our team. So like before, our outreaches were primarily like restricted to like within our region, within our state, and even within our nation. But it was like we couldn't really reach out to international teams as much. But now that we've won worlds, I think we've gained a lot more recognition. So we're able to kind of organize those events where people we either will contact teams and they'll accept, or teams will contact us and they'll accept. So it's just given us more opportunities overall to talk to other teams.
Yeah, and how was the experience being allied with the Romanian team in your alliance?
Um, well, honestly, we found them to be super Delta Force to be really cool. In the night before, we were practicing, like we were obviously practicing for the elimination matches, and it was a lot of fun. We were talking while we were running the robots, and it was just a fun experience.
Yeah, I do think it's a great achievement maybe to win worlds and actually get the chance of representing your country at it. That's
Yeah.
actually amazing. And now for a more emotional question, if I could say so, can you share one memorable moment from your whole FTC journey and maybe tell us why is it so special to you?
Well, I feel like it'd
I know
be a
that's
little
hard. I'm sorry, that's hard. That's a hard question.
yeah. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but my favorite moment's definitely like when we were at Worlds, on the side, just cheering for the like in the. It wasn't even like at the end when we won. It was in the middle of the match, seeing everybody cheer, because like it was like in the middle of the match of the final matches. Everyone kind of gathered into two groups depending on who they supported, like which alliance they were rooting for, because it was a tiebreaker. So we were in a third match. So everyone who supported kind of the other alliance was on one side, and everyone on our alliance was on the other side. And there were just so much yelling and screaming. It was really really cool to be in that situation.
Yeah, we can only imagine this. Yeah, it's really great. But thank you for this great discussion, Advait, if I can pronounce your name correct.
That's
Okay.
right.
You're really cool today, and maybe we'll meet again sometime. We really hope so.
And
Yeah, of
collaborate
course.
again.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for being here. We're really glad, and see you again.
Thank you for
See you
having
next
me.
time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.